Hello people! What is up? It is Shannon. Okay, so this is my Scott Pilgrim vs. the World review. It's actually I think it's like the first movie review I've ever done. But I'm gonna try and not be biased because I'm a nerd and I read the comic books and I loved the film. But I'm gonna try and not be very biased. So when you look at Scott Pilgrim, and you see it, the commercials for it, it's actually it's going to be one of those films that is either really terrible or really, really good. So, as a person who read the comics, and which I suggest you do before seeing the film, because you'll understand it a lot more if you read the comics first. And they're comics. There's six volumes. They're not going to take a long time to read. They're comics. I read them in like I read the first one in like an hour. It's not a big deal. And they've been out for a while, so they're pretty cheap now. So just go get them. They're pretty awesome. So and the humor of the movie is really, really funny. It's Michael Cera is in it, and he's really good at making awkward situations absolutely hilarious, which he did perfectly in the film. He said a lot of awkward things, and that made you laugh. The movie itself was not comic genius, but more in the sense of it is just witty. It's very witty, it's very clever, and it's very, very teenage-like, and it's a great teen film. I have to say, it's a great teen film. If you want to go see something you want to see, you want to have laughter, you want to have awkwardness between sexes, it's amazing. It's a good film. I'm telling you this not as biased and not being false, because I absolutely am a nerd and love this series. Coming from the point of a person who loves movies and wants to make a review of this, it's a great film. Go see it, but I suggest you read the comics first. You don't have to, but I think you'll understand a lot more if you do. It's great. I love the fact that they based the entire movie, it's not really based on it, but the movie is set like an old video game. Actually, when you go to see the film and the Universal logo comes up, you know, the jingle, ba 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 da 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 da. Yeah, you know that whole thing. They actually make it sound like an old video game, and everything's all pixelated, and it's very funny. It's really cool. I love it. I love this film is pretty nerd central. It's a pretty nerdy film, but you know, you can go see it too, and I think you'll love it just as much. Now for my review coming from a Scott Pilgrim obsessed nerd, it was awesome because they stuck to the comics so well. It's crazy. They had like literally every single thing in there, and it was amazing, and it was awesome, and Michael Cera is so cool, and Ramona is played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, I think is her name, and she's really cool. Anna Kendrick from Up in the Air is in it. She's amazing. She's awesome. All in all, it was an awesome film. You will feel satisfied coming out of the theater knowing that you spent your money on something good. People who haven't read the comics or just don't really know what they're going to see, but it looks cool from the trailer, you will come out of the theater thoroughly enjoyed. You will come out of the theater and go, man, that was a good film. I really enjoyed that. You might not want to go see it. Not that you might not want to, it's just that you might not go see it again, but nerds out there who read the comics, you will love this film. I promise you, you will love this film. It is funny, it sticks to the comics, it's amazing, it's just witty in general. It's a great film. I loved it. It's awesome. Might make a slideshow later of pictures from the movies. Stay tuned. Okay, bye. Oh, no, I now have a question for you. I wish I could edit, but I can't. I have a question for you guys. The question of the video is, have you ever come across, after watching this film, I had the need to want to interview the cast, which I wish I could, but I can't, obviously. But have you ever met someone famous, or maybe seen them on the street but not said anything to them? Or if you haven't had anything like that, who would you love to meet? I can answer both these questions, actually. A person I've actually talked to and met who I think is famous, you guys have, in America, there's So You Think You Can Dance. Well, we have, here in Toronto, we have So You Think You Can Dance Canada, and I met one of the judges at a play. She was really cool. She's awesome. Nothing else to say about that. She's really cool. She gave me a hug. It was so nice. And she signed something for me. It was really cool. Even though she was in a rush to get to the So You Think You Can Dance studio, she was cool. Somebody I've seen, but didn't say hi to them. I don't know if you've heard of them in America, but there's a Canadian band called Stereos, and I saw the singer inside of the Jack Astor's, actually, where I went and had my little birthday party. I saw him in there, but I didn't say hi because he was leaving, and I didn't want to say anything. Yeah. But if I could meet anyone, I would love to meet the cast of Degrassi, because in Canada, it's shot in Toronto. I am from Toronto. I want to meet the cast of Degrassi. I really do. I'd love to talk to them, because they're just kids, you know? They're just normal people, and they're just hanging out, and I'd love to see what they do in their spare time. Okay, guys, leave comments about if you've seen the film or anything like that. Comment, rate, subscribe, let me know. Okay.